Hey, Cowboy Nation, this Cowboys abroad. Um, this time of morning, probably not many people up, but hey, when you watch this back, hey, it's one of those things. Dallas Cowboys took the loss. By now, we all know that. We've all watched it. We've all watched the game. We've all watched the game, and truth of the matter is, it's nothing really gonna make us feel better. Nothing really is gonna make us feel better. We took it on the chin. We had the playoffs. We lost our opportunity for the Super Bowl. Hope that we get a sixth ring, at least for this year. At least for this year. And really, man, it's really a sad situation. The game, the season for us, as we know it, is over. We took it on 10 to the Rams. Now, what happened in this game? Well, point blank, period. The Rams whooped our ass. They beat us. They were a better team. They were a better team today, and they showed it on the. They showed they were a better team on the day, and today, and they showed it. Now, as hard as that is to swallow, hard as it is to swallow, that is the truth of the that is the truth of the matter is, the Rams, they came to play and they did a good job. They did a good job. Head off to the Rams. Congratulations on the victory. The Cowboy Nation, we always like to point the finger, point the blame, try to figure out, man, what the hell happened, why it happened. Really, it really don't make no difference how or why it happened. It happened, and it's over and we're done. But if we're looking, and really, it ain't no excuses. There's no excuses to be had. We finished. But if we want explanations, as to what transpired in this game and why we lost this game. Maybe some key indicators. Well, first off, let's look at first downs. First downs, we were pathetic. First downs, we look at this. Third down. Third down efficiency, we were pathetic, 1 in 10. That ain't gonna get it done. Third down efficiency, third down situation, and third down situation, 1 out of 10 times we converted the thing. Running game, they flat out they kicked our butts in the running game. They running game, man, was just straight up better than ours. Zeke didn't even have 50 yards in this game. 20 carries. Not like he didn't get a lot of carries. 20 carries, 47 yards. 20 carries, 47 yards. I mean, you compare that to the Rams that had two running backs, over 100 yards. We're not really doing nothing. We're not really doing that there. To our 20 carries, to our 22 carries, they got 40. They got 48. And they got not one but two running backs, C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley, both topped over 100 yards. C.J. Anderson alone had 23 carries and for 123 yards. So they beat us on the ground. They beat us on the ground. They beat us in the run game. We just couldn't stop the run game. We couldn't get off the field on the run. We couldn't get off the field on the run. We couldn't stop them. We couldn't stop them. And consequently, we lost. They dominated the time of possession, 36 minutes to our 23. They had the damn ball almost twice as long as we did. And they were able to grind us out, wear us down, and ultimately get the victory. This wasn't a heavily penalized game. Although we were crushed by the ref overall. It wasn't a bad call game by the refs. Can't really blame the refs. Total plays. They ran 76 plays. We ran 55. They had 455. 459 yards of offense to our 308. So there you have it. In summary, what does all this mean? What does all this mean? And why do we get? What does all this mean? And why do we get beat? Well, Cowboy Nation, they beat us with our own game plan. They beat us with our own game plan. Typically, we beat people that run. We sustain drives of somewhere between 8 and 12 plays. We've been methodically go up and down the field. Our run game, we typically get 4 or 5 yards of carry. In this game, we got 2.7 yards of carry compared to their average. They're averaging over 5 yards of carry. So they beat us, like we normally beat people. It's really quite simple. They were able to get their run game going. We couldn't. They were able to stop our run game. We couldn't stop theirs. They were able to dominate time of possession and consequently had more plays and more opportunities to score than we did. And ultimately they did. They were more efficient on downs that mattered. When downs that mattered, they were more efficient, and they were able to convert some of those opportunities better than we were. And ultimately, the LA Rams walked away with the victory. And quite frankly, they earned it. We can't stop the run no better than that. We had no business moving on. We talking about 200 plus yards, well over 200 yards of just rushing. That's pathetic. So we took it on 10. We get ready for. We start getting ready for next season. Figure out who our potential draft picks going to be, who our free going to be, who going to try to retain, what our contracts is going to look like for some of the people that we want to keep, who going to let go, walk out the door, who going to try to target and draft. We got how much money we can afford to pay our QB if we're gonna pay our QB, or we're gonna keep Tank. How much we're gonna pay Tank? All these kind of things. We have a lot of ton of work to do to get ready for the off season. What's our coaching situation, our coaching staff situation gonna look like? We don't know. But we got a lot of work. We got a lot of work doing, a lot of things to figure out to keep us pretty occupied. Considering we don't have no more games to play, we might well get down to the business at hand and making things better for the future of this team. As for me, Cowboys broad, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'm be here. I'm be here during the off season, time to time. Just talking Cowboys. Whenever there's something to talk about, hey, we talk about it. But at the end of the day, it really ain't much to be said. We lost. Ain't a damn thing we can do about it. We pick it up and we move on. Hey man, appreciate you stopping. Hey Mike, you here, man? Mike Mossman, you here, man? Appreciate you stopping by, man. I was just wrapping up, man. Just doing the final video. Man, on what happened in the game, man. Just some really some boring numbers, stats, things that don't really mean shit when you lose. They might provide some explanations. Man, of how we can get better. But getting better this year don't really matter, man. We don't have any more games to play. So at the end of the day, it's just kind of a wrap up. It don't really mean shit. If you know what I mean. But to the people, man, people, man, like yourself, man, that rock with all season. Rock with all season, man. I really just wanted to do one last video, man, and talk about the numbers why we lost. And on here, I do want to say, man, Mike, to you personally, man, I appreciate what you hear. I want to say, appreciate your support, man. Thanks, man, for having me on your channel, man, all through the season, shouting me out, man, helping promote my channel. You know, but more than promoting the channel, more than just Cowboys football, man. Thanks for being a friend, being somebody I can talk to, being somebody, man, I can talk. Just talk, man, not only about football, man, but about life. And just have somebody, man, just kick it with sometimes, man, just get off. Sometimes I just get off work, there's nobody here, man. There's really nobody here. It could be just me. Man, and you've always lend a hand on the channel, man. Shoot me a link, man, and we just shoot the shit, man. Whether we're talking Cowboys or hell, just listening to you play guitar, hey, man, or talking about Slayer or Megadeth, whatever we're doing, man. Yeah, man, Gary. Yeah, man, Gary clap. Yeah, man, I noticed, man, toward the end of the season, though, man, when y'all was on the line, when the Johns was on the line, man, the seat got hot, man. We started talking about bringing Linky Rowley in. I noticed he stopped all that clapping shit. Man, you were hard pressed to find a camera shot, man, with Garrett clapping. You know, man, he put away the Garrett clap, man, long enough, man, long enough to save his job. At least, he hopes he saved his job. Didn't want it to end this way, but hell, it had to end. I mean, shit. Had to end something, had to end. We ran into a team, man, that lined up on the other side, man, kicked our butt, man, with our own game plan. It works out. And it's funny, that teams that beat us this year, regardless of who they are, whether you talk about Carolina, or you talk about Seattle early on during the season, or you're talking about the Indianapolis Colts, or you're talking about the Rams. Teams that typically beat us the same way we beat other teams. Keep the ball away from us. Run the running game. Run the ball, eat up the clock. Limit the amount of possessions that you got and the opportunities you got to score against them. And keep the game close, man, and beat us in the end. It's the typical Cowboy football. It's typically how we go down. Win by the sword. Win by the sword, not by the sword. It's just the way it goes. But the Rams had the ball twice as long as us, and twice as long as us during this game. We couldn't stop. We couldn't stop the running game to save our life. No matter, I think they could have put their cowboy out there, and hell, he could have ran on our defense today. We couldn't stop nobody in the run, so we took the hit. But I'm gonna get off this thing, man, and call it. I'm gonna get off this thing, man, and call it a night, and be done. Hey, man, appreciate you stopping in, Mike. Hey, man, it's been fun, been a good ride, man. And from time to time, man, y'all still be on this thing. I'll still be around. I ain't going nowhere. Man, whole damn season, man. Whole damn season. I started my channel. Man, the first game of the season. And end of the season, man, I end 5 short of 100 subs. 95 subs. But hey, man, I'm gonna keep grinding, man. Keep going, man. Keep going. Man. Hopefully things pick up, man. At the end of the day, man, it's just about having, man, Cowboy friends and family, man, kick it with. Yep. Cowboys for life. Cowboys for life. I'm out, man.